Hi, Dalia here. So how can you create or how can you set goals that you actually follow through? The very first step, which is my absolute favorite, and I think this is something that so many people talk about, and I'm going to be one of those people that talk about this, is to create systems rather than setting goals. While goal setting is very, very important, the habits that back up the goal that you are setting is what is the most important thing. So like I said, you can set all the goals you want in the world, but then it's like, what habits are you setting in place so that every single day you are inching just a little bit closer to that goal, as opposed to literally waiting for perhaps like the last minute and then you're just rushing to the finish line. So, achieving goals is in the little things, it's in the tiny habits. If you want to be able to save $100,000 in a year, are you able to save $10? Are you able to save $5 every single day? And then that adds up to $100,000, rather than thinking that you're just going to hit it big and then you have like 500,000 and then you can just take off 100,000 from that. That may not be very realistic, right? So whatever goal you're setting, think about the small atomic habits that you need to be able to do every single day to get to that goal. The second thing you want to do is to break your goals down into smaller goals and then break down those smaller goals into smaller goals. The reason is because overwhelm is like the number one reason why we don't achieve our goals, in all honesty. You just look at this big thing and you're like, how on earth am I going to get through this big thing? But when you're able to break it into a smaller task and break it into a smaller task, and it's literally just one thing, like take one step every day, it's much easier, right? You may wake up and the one thing may just be, let's say one of your goals is to build your email list, and then the one thing you have to do today is just sign up on MailChimp. Like, that's simple, right? It's just like filling a form, and then you go into MailChimp and then you sign up and you're done. And then another day, it's just like, okay, think about a lead magnet. No one is saying you should create it, just think about possible ideas and write them down. So when you break it down a little bit and then break it down a little bit, it becomes much easier, right? Rather than having to do the whole thing at once. I'm smiling because I have my little furry friend. Come and say. He just had to come and say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Okay. The third most important thing you want to do when it comes to setting goals that you actually follow through with is to set timely check-ins. Now, this is one that is very important and should not be missed. When you set goals, you need to be able to set different times for yourself, maybe weekly, quarterly, monthly even, to kind of keep track with things and say, where am I with this goal and where am I with this goal? Is there something that you need to remove from your goal list? Because in all honesty, that can happen. Or is there something that you need to add? Is there something that you need to update? Maybe at the beginning of the year, you set a goal to have 50 clients, and then at some point you're realizing, I need to increase that number, I can do much better, or I need to reduce that number, that's a lot of pressure, or just literally anything, because this depends on you. But you need to have different times throughout the year where you actually check in on your goals, see what's working, update the numbers, arrange if there's anything that you need to kind of checkmate, and then move on with, goal setting or achieving your goal. And the fourth thing, which is an absolute must, is to think about this. When it comes to goal setting, you don't have to do everything by yourself. What can you delegate? What can you automate? Or what can you eliminate altogether, right? If there's something that you can delegate to someone on your team, or maybe just hire someone out there to help you to do it, if there's something that you can automate so that a system is doing it for you rather than you actively doing it. And then finally, is it something that you can eliminate? If you don't absolutely need it, if it's not really adding any value to your business, then you can let go. Let me know if you found any of these tips helpful, and then comment below to share if this is something that you'd like us to speak up more.